I decided I'm kind of gonna start doing a bit of a vlog kind of thing to kind of push what's going on here. More so just to give health updates and everything, just so people that actually are interested, concerned, what have you, just to know what is going on, how things are going. I'm gonna try and wrap up the first few days in one. So I'm just gonna give you a quick update as to what is going on, some background. And the background is for the past 2 years, going on 2 years, following recent tour of nursing homes and hospital complications. I had been home bedbound, and it sucks. I'm tired of it. So a medical issue occurred. I'm not going to get into it. It's kind of a private one. But I went into the hospital. They resolved the issue, kinda. Had an infection. They took care of that, and they admitted me because I said I didn't want to go home again. I wanted to go to a facility for physical therapy so I can get better. I had been doing home therapy for the past 2 years, and it was just start, go, start, stop, due to my insurance. And the thing is, every time I was doing it, I was making progress. Core strength was good from being bedridden for a year and a half, thanks to 2 neglectful nursing homes, and the one that saved my life, but the one that literally saved my life, I had to have a surgery done on my hip because my hip, the muscles, due to the MS, went hip gone. I thought it was a pinched nerve. The home prior to it tried having the infectious disease doctor because I had MRSA in the blood, and that's part of the reason I was in these homes doing the tour of them. They were trying to reach the infectious disease doctor handling the MRSA to do the surgery because they're freaking idiots. So that neglect, what have you. And then I went to that other facility, the one that saved my life, literally, because nearly died twice there. Temp 107, not an emergency then. So yeah, they did the surgery, but by the time I was cleared to do therapy, 2 weeks. That's all the time I left for therapy before my insurance kicked me out. I should have just stayed another month, maybe 2, just paid out of pocket, had family help out, but I was done. I was over everything, and I just went home. The past going on 2 years, I have been bedridden, and I finally I had it. I couldn't deal with it anymore. So here I am. I was in the hospital for 10 days, I think it was. I had to stay in the hospital for a week before the government, I'm not even kidding, this is a thing apparently. The government, if you have a disability and you're looking to go into a home, the government has to approve it, not the insurance, the government, because apparently there's a new law in effect to prevent people with minor disabilities from going into a nursing home and clogging the system up. Minor disability, I can't even freaking stand. I can't roll. I literally can't do anything on my own. Minor disability, kiss my ass. So, thankfully they approved it, and I got sent here. I'm not gonna say where I'm at, but this place, they offered a private room for short stay therapy, and obviously I leapt at it because that was my main thing. Every time I'm in a nursing home, I get bunked up with an older person, and the heat's always cranked. I'm talking like 74 75 degrees, and with the MS, heat exacerbates the symptoms, and I can get worse from it. So when they offered a private room, like, yes, you win, you get the government money. You get my medical insurance cash. So I've been here. The first night, very, very rough. Not much was done. And the bed that they put me in, even though they knew I was coming and I was 200 plus pounds, I don't think anybody actually knew my weight, which by the way is 230 right now, which is killing me because I was 120 2 years ago. All this bedbound stuff I put all the way back on. I was 265, and then I did the nursing home tour, and the small minimal amount of food that you get, that was enough of a diet. But then I also had COVID, so on the COVID diet, I think it was like 80 pounds shed right there. I had lost weight just drinking, swapping out coffee for energy drinks with no sugar, and Mountain Dews with Sprite Zero. So I was 221, I think, the last I checked before all that. I went to 120, I think I said 122. No, I was like forget, 212, 218, something like that, actually. Either way, I was like 122, I think it was. I was getting yelled at by my fiance. I can see your shoulder blades. I'm like, good. I have been obese my entire life. Inhalable steroids. That, being bullied, comfort food kind of thing. I put the weight on and it killed me. So I lost the weight, and that's actually on Twitter. That's a picture I took from that period of time, and I leave it up as a reminder of, hey, you were this weight once, you could lose it again. And I was 265 again, like 255, 265. I forget what did I say, 230, I think? 230, 232, around there, 230, I think. So, I mean, I lost 40 pounds in the past few months since I started really honing in on trying to lose weight again. And the food here is not that great, so I'm more than likely going to be back on that diet. I've already had to order delivery twice, and I've been here 4 days. 4 or 5? I forget. Time flies when you're having fun. But yeah, night one was horrible. The bed that they put me in, not a bariatric bed, it was one of the beds for those little old ladies. So I was like crunched up, almost in a fetal position most of the time. And the wound doctors, my backside is emaciated horribly. So the wound doctor came in. She's like, oh, we're not going to put him on pads or anything. Just leave a sheet under him. That didn't go well. I had a surgery. Screw it. I have a suprapubic. I'll just say it. It's not all that private to me. I've said it before. It's even been visible in Twitch streams. Now the sun's coming out. But yeah, enjoy the bright shine. I'm moving back a little bit so it doesn't hit too much. No, alright, it's gonna... whatever. So, yeah, that... they put a bigger size one in the hospital. And then when I left, they changed it out to a smaller one. So because of that, there was a lot of leakage. I have 2 new abrasions on my backside because of the sheet. The first night went okay with that. It wasn't that bad. They were kind of on top of things. Second day, though, things started coming together, but second shift, I was waiting like 50 minutes, an hour for somebody to respond, and it was normally during downtimes. And I know this because I would hear people, I heard my nurse, I would hear my aide outside my window, because the break area is right there, I guess, and the shed for supplies. I would hear them out there talking. They were just talking, they're not doing anything. Yeah, like 55 minutes, I was laying there in a pad that was bloody, had leakage, all bunched up, putting pressure, and because of that, I have a couple of new abrasions. So they changed out, at my insistence, swapped out the sheet with regular incontinence pads. I've been fine since. It's still really bad, but it thankfully is no longer as bad as it was. And part of the reason was the old lady bed. Day 2. Let me go back to day 2. I'm not done with that yet. Day 2, on top of all that suprapubic tube that I mentioned, it was this much out of my body. And while they were rolling me, getting things situated, getting the pads under me and everything, it went from being this to this. Meaning about this much had come out of my body. That's not a good thing. It's been fine, thankfully. But because of that, the secure for it didn't work. And I waited 5 hours for him to find a regular secure for it. And because of that, therapy had come by, they were going to do an assessment. They wanted to see how well I do sitting at the edge of the bed, and it was going to be a day of therapy of working on my core strength. Because of the delay, I missed out on a day of therapy. So I was pissed, on top of waiting with that sheet bunched up under me all night and waiting on a cat secure all day, I mean. Later in the night is when they changed out the sheets with the pads. So day 3, I don't even know what day I'm on. I think we're on day 6 here, but day 3, that's when everything started falling in place. They got the bed, they got me out with a Hoyer lift, because I don't have the strength to do it myself with the sliding board. That's why I'm here. They got me out with the Hoyer lift, got me in the chair. They changed out the bed. There's a bariatric bed now. It's much longer and a little wider so I can do my rolling for whatever reason, or that they can boost me if I can't do it myself. And I got railings finally. That was a huge issue. Due to safety concerns, which I kind of understand, therapy has to sign off on a railing on beds. So I got railings, now I can boost myself in bed without harassing anybody, without need of a sheet and whatnot. So things started falling into place. I did therapy, focused on my legs, all good. The past few days, I've had 3 days of therapy. Day 1, phenomenal. Went well. I'm sorry, I only had 2 days of therapy. Today would have been day 3, but there is no therapy. No, this would be day 4 because day 1 didn't happen. That's right. So, day 2, which was actually day 1, it went well. They took me into the therapy area, and they were working on my legs. They're going to focus on the upper strength, but my body is so twisted because of the hip dislocation. Like, this is my body. It's, how to put it? Okay, this is straight, yeah. Straight flop. And then goes down at a zigzag. It's horrible. You can even see it in my upper body if you look close enough. Like, this is how my body is kind of like going like this. Or it would be... there we go. There's the camera. So I'm at a slant, and my hip, on top of the slant, my hip is just going this way. So I got like pillows, I got a slate brace behind me to try and keep me upright. So they're working on my legs to try and break all the tone that's in them. Work with, leaning, rotating, all that fun stuff. It's wearing my ass out. I was so exhausted yesterday, and my body was so fatigued. My optic nerves from the MS, the optic nerves are weak to begin with, and I do struggle seeing sometimes. But with therapy, with how it's not much, but it's enough to whip my ass, it's just like bright white dots everywhere. I can barely see. And that was yesterday. It was so bad, I actually had a hard time even just lifting a drink. That's how bad it was. But it was a good bad, because things happened yesterday that hadn't happened in a while. I managed to rotate further than I ever did, because the tone is breaking up. Legs further apart than they have been. They were like this. You needed jaws of life to kind of open them, essentially. But now they're spread out enough. My left ankle is like, you know how the ankle would normally be like this? There we go. You know how your ankle goes like that? My ankle is this. It's just pure flat. They actually got my ankle to bend slightly, so it's like this now. The left foot is just like ballooned. Has been for years, we don't know why. But yeah, they actually broke up some of the tone there. And on top of that, my leg, it moved like me. It's hard to do because weakness, my fingers is going. Here we go. I'll go like this. It was that small a movement, but for the leg that had the surgery done on the hip, nearly 2 years, no movement. I mean, that's a huge plus for me. It's like when I lost my ability to walk and I couldn't even wiggle my toes. And I managed to move my big toe just. It was, I almost cried. With this situation, it wasn't a cry, it was like a sigh of relief. So, I mean, clearly, just with 2 days of therapy, things are starting to already get better. And, yeah. It's kind of where I stand. Today, there is no therapy. It's a Saturday. They don't do therapy on the weekends. No place does therapy on weekends, as far as I know. But they still got me out of bed instead of just leaving my ass there, which, thank God. I'm not in the chair the best of ways. I'm slightly to my right. But again, that's why I have the pillow next to me and everything. So, I mean, I'm at least going to get time out of the bed, and I could just do something like this. I don't think I actually can. Oh, wait, I'm grabbing the wrong thing. I could at least, I could do this and try and work on my core a little bit, which I couldn't really do in bed. Just the bed at home is in horrible condition. I'm still being supported a bit in the back, but I'm leaning forward. Work on my core a little bit that way. So I'm going to do some of those myself later, and a couple upper arm exercises, do punches, that crunches. So I'm going to do what I can on my own. But, yeah. So far, so good. Day 3, technically. Day 3, because I don't consider my time, despite what my insurance says, I don't consider my time here starting until that first day of therapy. Only issue is I have to bring medical supplies from home for this week because somebody screwed the order up for them. So I have to provide my own, which kind of sucks. But hey, at least I have supplies, so at least I can do that. But yeah, that's my day so far. I don't know what the rest of today is gonna hold, but I just kind of figured, hey, you know what? Why not? On top of that, I asked my fiance, I asked Dana, huge favor, she's swinging by tomorrow, because where I'm at right now is about 35 minutes away from where we live. I thought it was closer, but no, it's not. I used to have a girlfriend out this way. That's why I thought it was shorter. So she's swinging by tomorrow, and I asked her to bring the good microphone, because I'm tired of this. I was watching a stream back looking for footage to put up as a clip, and I'm like, this sounds god-awful. It really does. So I'm going to have the proper microphone. Audio, the mic quality should be better. So moving forward, while I'm here at least, until I get better, that's what we're doing. Webcam on the laptop, mic will be off to the side for better audio quality because it's just bothering the hell out of me. And yeah, that's it. Probably going to be streaming more towards the day. I'm probably going to go live in an hour because lunch is going to be served soon. So yeah, just heads up, that's what's going on. I'll be chronicling everything. And, you know, I'm going to be perfectly honest, the way things are going, it's a nursing home. Nursing home food sucks. And like I said, I already had to order delivery twice. Egg salad and tuna salad are rampant. No matter where you go, it's like the simplest thing to serve. So, other than that, no other real updates. I'm getting better. The nursing home diet hath begun. And while I'm here, because I can't afford to go anywhere, being bedridden, transport would cost like $1,000 for a round trip just to a doctor office. So while I'm here, I asked about if they have a dentist that comes by, if they have an optometrist that comes by. They do, they have my name down for both. So my insurance only covers 20 days. I'm putting in for the assistance program with the government, like Medicaid assistance kind of thing, to try and get more time here so I can get better. I'm looking to get home before Christmas, but I'm going to stay as long as it takes for me to gain my independence back. What I call my independence. Sliding board into a wheelchair or what have you. I just want some mobility, you know, I want to get back to some level of independence. And I will be here until that happens, so hopefully it'll be before Christmas, but we'll see, because right now the focus is more fixing the body more than the core, because we need to fix the body before we can outright fix the core. But yeah, expect somewhat regular updates. I don't know if I'm going to do a daily thing. I might do like daily updates in short form. Maybe. I don't know. But yeah, this is just a one-off update as to what's going on. Slowly getting better. Slowly getting there. Begins again. Thanks for sticking around. Thanks for having my back. Thanks for hanging out. Thanks for chilling in the stream with me. So, yeah. I'll be home soon. Till then, just enjoy whatever the hell I can do. I'll see you all next time.